Pod Chef. Three amigos.
Welcome to Pod Chef. Welcome to Pod Chef, the Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. Welcome. I got to get to all the people who are listening. Welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I see you too. Thank you for coming. Thank you for downloading. Hello. Welcome. Hey, it's your host, Jamal. I'm here with my co-host and then also the host of the co-hosts. I got Reeves and Brian. Reeves, what's going on, man?
Hey, everyone. I think that might have been too many hellos for the number of listeners we have. I think it's more like hello.
No.
And that might be it.
And you could even say their names. You could say my wife's name and Reeves' wife's
my
name.
wife's name, yeah.
And that'll cover it. Yeah, Jamal's wife's name.
Wife's name.
Yes.
Yeah, we could talk about our wives for hours. Some of us. Brian, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. So am I the co-host to the co-host?
You're the co-host to the co-host.
Okay, and last time we did this, we ended up talking about The Office.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. You just mentioned The Office. You see, I did not do that. You just mentioned The Office. You didn't have to do that.
When something... Look, I'm...
Oops.
Oh, cool. That's a real professional. Super.
And that's probably Michael Scott on the phone right now.
Look, I am a white man of a certain age. When something reminds me of The Office, I have to say it.
Chefs, I prepared for you a white haddock seasoned with a baked white haddock. It's always white. I don't know why I'm saying white. Baked haddock with Old Bay seasoning. Fresh, just one medium-sized, freshly whipped up sweet potato with cinnamon spice, roasted cinnamon seasoning, nutmeg, and apple pie spice, salt and pepper, mashed and whipped together with some butter-infused olive oil. And we had green beans, sauteed green beans.
Wow. Did you say apple pie spice?
Yes, so it's a spice that I usually reserve for apple pies, but it goes well with the taste of a sweet potato. You don't want to do too much because it can be overpowering. And you whip it together. Ooh, velvety smooth. Got that cinnamon in there.
What are you whipping it with?
Bursting through. So I do a 2-stage process, Brian. I crush the boiled sweet potato chunks, and then I have a mixer. So I either mix it by hand with a whisk, or I actually turn on the old electric mixer, and it really
what?
And it really whips it, makes it nice and smooth.
This was one single sweet potato?
Mm-hmm.
This seems like so much work for one sweet potato.
Brian, the entire meal that I made last night, not including like the baking time where I can do all this extra stuff, is 30 minutes.
It just sounds like you dirtied 100 dishes.
Yeah, I didn't dirty 100. It's not...
Brian, we keep telling you that, like, if you're going to cook, part of it is, like, you're going to get a couple things dirty. And
yeah.
You keep coming out where you just have one plate and one fork, and you're like, I'm going to make, this whole Thanksgiving meal with just these things because I don't want to do the dishes. And it's like, it's going to be really hard to do it that way.
Yeah, and cooking is very hard because of that.
If you do it a lot, you can kind of, like, plan out. And also, like, if you're the type of person where you can cook and clean at the same time.
Yes.
Things are like cooking.
Oh,
here's another thing that cuts down time. Brian. Your mise en place. Get your mise en place done before you start going. It saves you a whole bunch of time.
My wife said that she read a life hack for our new quarantine life when you work from home is that you take a break from work, stand up, go chop some veggies for your dinner later, go back to work, and by the end of the day, you've taken several small breaks and you have all of your mise en place ready.
Well, yeah.
I like that.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
I won't, but I can.
Okay, got it.
My breaks are for peeing
and what else?
For bothering my wife. She's walking up and be like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Nice.
Chefs, I prepared for you a slow roasted citrus salmon.
What?
Yeah, it was nice. This is another Allison Roman recipe. I'm going through all her hits lately. She does a lot of good stuff. So it had some
shout out to Allison Roman.
Yeah, shout out. We'd love to have her on the pod. She's pretty funny. I think she would do well.
Reach out.
Reach out. I don't know how to do that. Does she have like a post address that I could mail a postcard to or something?
Probably, if you want to seem like a stalker.
That was fun because in the silence I could hear a bird chirping.
Yeah, that was what was playing on my Xbox. Sorry, I turned the sound down on that.
Well, you're playing the game really.
It's a nature documentary I was watching, so it's a soothing thing I like to do on weekend mornings. I'll watch a nature documentary.
Huh.
Get in touch with nature a little bit.
So we had the salmon, and then also roasted asparagus and potatoes, and that was it.
Now I have a question for you. Is there a special trick you do to do you like your roasted potatoes? Do they get crunchy, or do you find that sometimes you're not getting that nice like caramelized crunch on them?
I've kind of got it down to a science now, where it's like you have to cut it into a certain. So I put it at 450, and then usually like 30 to 35 minutes, and then if I cut it at the right size, which is like maybe like they're like an inch and a half, maybe they'll get the amount of crunchy roasted that I like, and then you shake it like maybe a halfway through.
But you're not getting like you're not putting like sometimes people put like a fourth cup of water and like a tablespoon or whatever of baking soda and then wash it over the potatoes so that it creates that. You're not doing that.
I'm not fucking around with that. I just do olive oil, salt, pepper, rosemary. Yeah.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay, and Chef, last night I prepared for you leftover pizza from the night before.
Jesus Christ.
Look, in my defense, we had spent most of the day at a home inspection. We had woken up that morning at 8:30. We ate lunch at like 4.
What'd you have for lunch?
I had a sandwich from Bel Giovanni's Italian Deli in Montclair, New Jersey. So it's not like I cooked lunch or anything. I'm just saying, like, there was no time to cook dinner. Would I have cooked dinner if I had had time? No, probably not. Would I have ordered something that would have been better to share than saying leftover pizza? Yeah, probably. I could have said Thai food. Would have been what it would have said if I had time to think and eat dinner.
So you had lunch at Di Giovanni's, the same place the Sopranos did.
Bel Giovanni's.
Bel Giovanni's.
Yeah, and that was an eggplant sandwich. And yeah, basically I'm a giant monster. And you guys make me look like trash every week. And you cook very often, and I never cook.
Did you say that we look like trash every week?
No, you make me look like trash.
Oh, well, that's not us doing it. Don't push the blame off. Because as you just detailed, you can't be bothered to do any meal prep or anything.
No, I don't have time for that.
I think you just need to do it a lot. Because the more you do it, the more it's like Jamal said, it's like it goes by a lot faster. So like when I first started cooking, it would take me like 2 hours to like do something simple. But now it's like you can chop and do things as you go along.
And I mean, Brian, I'd even talk about the 2 chicken breasts that were, cooking for the next day in the sous vide machine while I was doing all the prep, and cooking a haddock fillet. So it's like you don't understand. I'm doubling up on my time,
Yeah, look, that ain't me. I wish it was, but it's not.
Jamal, you should start your own meal prep company. There's a lot of those out there because you do so many like parallel cooking. You could cook other people meals and ship them off to them and charge them a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, Reeves just let the cat out of the bag. I am starting a company called Parallel Bakes, and what I do is
bakes.
Parallel Bakes. I didn't say it like that at all. I didn't mess up. I spoke eloquently, and I spoke distinctively.
Don't reference things that haven't happened yet.
I mean, I heard it too, but I was like, I guess we can't talk about it.
I spoke with authority and deliberately, so I'm not wrong. So yeah, I'm starting a company called Parallel Bakes. It's where I get an order and wait for a second order to come in, and then I make them both at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm always cooking in parallel.
So there's
That's
a
cool.
chance that my chicken will taste like beef.
No, there's no chance. I'm not cooking them in the same frying pan or in the same tray at all. It's if anything, your chicken won't taste like beef because they're going to be in the sous vide machine. They're going to be, infused with flavors.
So they'll
rather
taste
than
like
vacuum
water.
packed.
Yeah, hot water.
Okay, so Brian knows exactly how to use a sous vide machine. You put the meat directly in the water and you cook it, and the water, believe it or not, doesn't become a bacteria petri dish. And your food is perfectly healthy to eat after that, and you pull it out, and it's great.
And you use the same water a bunch so that the flavor, like it's in the water.
Because you want to get a good seasoning in the water.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is to keep putting raw meat into it, and let it sit all week long, and then put new raw meat into it. It's really just, it's like the cast iron. You know how you got to season a cast iron skillet?
Uh-huh.
Like this is like how you season a sous vide water tray.
That makes sense. And that's how the earliest man, that's how they ate, right?
Yeah, that's how
And
they ate. They
really, that's how our bodies are designed to eat, is exactly how earliest humans ate. Nothing has changed
Nothing's
in our
changed.
biology or anything
Nothing.
else. So we should eat the exact same way they did.
Yeah, meat and like a handful of berries, and
That you find on the ground.
That you find on the ground, and then maybe one leafy green.
Mm-hmm. A leaf from a tree that
Yeah, a
a
leaf
brontosaurus
from a tree.
bit off for you.
Yeah, because you're like, well, if the brontosaurus can eat it, I can definitely eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we live with the dinosaurs, and the
Yep.
next time those raptors come, I'm gonna kill one and make raptor steaks.
Oh, can you imagine? That's like eating shark steaks.
Yeah, they're the same.
Hey, you're eating a killer. It's the same level of like fuck you-ness to the king of the jungle.
The apex predators.
Yes.
That could be a cool idea for meal prep. It's like you say everything is dinosaur meat. It's like,
And if you call it
You're
apex predator, it sounds like all the other prep meals that are called like fucking
Yeah.
bro meals and shit like that.
yeah. I mean, you can be like, this is true paleo. You're
Yeah.
eating a freaking saber-toothed tiger, just like we used to.
Get your free supply of monster meals today.
Oh, it's for sure called monster meals. And it's the YouTube is just somebody be like, people ask me how I get this body, and it's not from dieting, it's not from working out, it's from eating monster meals. I eat fucking 100 saber-tooth tiger steaks a day.
Just like my ancestors.
Scientists try to tell me that my ancestors were foragers and they weren't actually hunting. They're wrong, and the graphic shows up
Yeah.
on the screen.
And
Idiots.
they get testimonials from like Ocho Cinco.
He'd do it. Shaq would do it too.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
It's like they said eat healthy. Bullshit. It's all in your DNA.
Way to go, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. I missed him. Thanks for bringing him up.
Well, you can see him.
He
Yeah.
did the challenge.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they did a specialty all-star challenge, and I think he did it, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a couple of years ago.
Okay, well, everyone,
Fun
that was the opening to our Pod Chef episode. We got a lot of stuff to do today, a lot of fun stuff. We're gonna get to right after the break, so we'll be right back.
Pod Chef.
And we're back. Pod Chef is back at you. Got a lot of stuff planned today. We're gonna take a look at the trailer for the new season of Top Chef Portland. What do you think, guys? You ready for that? Right around the corner.
I'm so excited. I was telling everyone beforehand that I've seen this trailer, I think, a million times because I'm so excited because it's so different from all the other seasons. And you'll see why when we jump into it.
All right. Well, Brian, do you have anything you want to say before we listen to it?
Hope this goes well. And we're trying new technology here, folks. We don't have a producer yet. We're still looking for one, sort of. So if it is technically, if you can't hear the audio, we're sorry. If we're just bad doing this, we're sorry. Actually, you know what? I never apologize for anything. I speak impeccably, and that's a reference to something that hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone is listening that's like, oh, how do I become a producer on this podcast? Let us know if you know how, while we're recording, we can watch a YouTube video and sync the audio, or we can all watch it and it's all in sync. So if you know how to do that, let us know. And you can
that's
be
the
hired.
job interview. So if you know how to do that, you're hired.
Mm.
Okay, let's get into it, Brian.
Being from Portland, I have to represent well. Once that jacket comes on, it's game on.
I had been named one of the 16 Black chefs changing food in America. Winning the title of Top Chef is
We talked
something
about
that
that.
is beyond my wildest dreams, but also within grasp. Like, it's so close.
I want to be Top Chef because there's a big part of me that carries Japan on my back, and I want to be a stronger and better mentor and chef.
Okay, let's pause. So we heard from three people.
But also, I want to say in the trailer, he is carrying a cutout of Japan on his back.
Yeah. So it seems like that's something that he's done to himself.
Yeah, so
that he purposely cut out Japan. And I mean, it does look really, really heavy. So I understand why that would be difficult to cook while you have like, you know, a cutout of Japan that looks like it weighs 300 plus
slumped
on your
over
back.
while he's chopping.
Oh, that's Shota. So maybe you're thinking, yeah, Japan's not a big country. That's true. It's not a big country in relation to other countries, but to a man, it's huge. It's huge to a man.
So walk me through that. So you think, so your premise is other people don't think Japan is a big country.
Related
Like
to other countries.
Geographically and size.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
because I was like, population-wise, it is a very big country.
Sure, but on the map, not that big.
Yeah. It's
So
not
you're
as
thinking, yeah, it's not that big.
big.
But you put it on a man's back, it's huge.
Now it's huge because you have a scale, the scale of a man's back, a chef's back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it.
Yep, I get it. Jamal, are you on board with this
I
as
checked
well?
out a while ago.
Okay, that's fair. Jamal has to do some.
Yeah, I
double
checked
duty
out on
here,
that
so it's
bit a
little
long time
difficult.
ago. I'm sure I'm going to get feedback that's going to be similar to the carrot bit. So I'll be sure to pass that on to Brian in the next episode.
I thought this was much better than the carrot
That's
bit.
not saying much.
Who else did we hear from? We heard from one of the Portland guys.
Yeah, is that Kurt? No, Chris is from.
Is it
Is
Gabrielle?
Yeah, I think it might be. This is fun. I hope the rest of it is us trying to guess who is who because we don't.
All I say, Gabriel also mentioned putting something on his back. He said when he puts the jacket on. Well, he didn't say how he puts it on. He could put it on the front waist and be silly about it.
And maybe that's why it's so difficult for him. Is he's constantly putting his jacket on the wrong way.
Mhm.
And so he's kind of like, he doesn't have the mobility that he needs as a chef. And so he's like, he's already kind of working up against it. And everyone else is like, oh, I know how to put on a chef jacket. And he's
Mhm.
like, I can't wrap my head around this.
Yeah.
So that's his struggle.
Where we paused, we have Padma in front of this beautiful landscape. Is that Portland behind her?
I thought you were saying the beautiful landscape was just Padma because she is so beautiful. No.
And was that what you were saying?
Yeah, was that
That
what you were
was
saying?
not what
That's
I
not
was
what you're saying.
saying.
Okay.
That was not.
I'm commenting on the beautiful green landscape behind her, which looks more like Italy than it does Portland.
I was going to say, there's only two places she could be: Portland or Japan. And I think it probably is Japan. So there you go.
It looks pretty small.
I think she's in Little Japan. That's in Portland.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yes. That's probably
Okay,
right.
let's move on. 3,
Hold on.
2,
You can't go
1.
that fast. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
This is going to be so terrible.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's the matter with you?
This is going to be awful.
Top Chef is back. 15 of the country's best chefs have traveled to Portland, Oregon.
Big fish.
For what will surely be an epic culinary showdown.
You better believe I'm on fire, baby.
Is this what we look like? And for the first time, a panel of all-stars will be joining the judges' table.
Hi, chefs.
Wow, okay. So that's what's different about this season. Reeves, is that what you're talking about? This season being different?
Yeah, it's way different. There's a lot of ex-contestants. We're paused right now on Brooke and
Kristen.
who is this? Kristen, that's right, who won. They were in the Seattle season together, and then Brooke came back and won one of the other ones. That's going to be fun. Yeah, and it's almost like, you know, Oh, I really thought I was going to have a bit. I don't. I started kind of piecing one together in my brain, and then I was like, no, there's not one. Well, here's what's going on. I got distracted by your other, recommended for you on the side here. And
Oh,
I noticed
what are
one
they?
is coffee shop
So
music that is 8 hours long.
my wife has really gotten into these like vibe videos that are just like lo-fi hip-hop things, and it's always just like rainy coffee shop or like snowy like jazz coffee shop music ambience, night in Shibuya life, lo-fi hip-hop. Like she really likes watching these while she just like plays on her phone or does other things.
Oh,
We also put them on for the dogs when we leave.
yeah.
That's
You
why those
gotta
are
do
there.
that.
And then of course
cool.
there's like pit stop drag race things.
Yes,
we
I saw that.
love
That
drag
made
race
sense
in
to
this
me.
house.
Yeah.
So, aside from Reeves' failed bit, we also saw Richard Blaze. Richard Blaze is
that's
coming
right.
back. We see Gregory. Love Gregory. Gregory's one of those like Top Chef guys that I don't think he won his season. Really should have. Fantastic.
I think everyone
chef.
who won their
He did
season
not.
should have won their season. Yeah.
Really.
There are no
Yeah, that
mistakes.
Jamal's
Everyone who
thing.
wins earned it and deserves it. There is no politics at play. There's
Really?
no politics at play at all.
Even Alon. You think Alon
Everyone
should have won
who
season
wins
2?
their season deserve to win their season, and there is no missteps that have ever occurred in the show ever in 17 seasons.
Okay. Well, it seems like Top Chef is trying something new by having all these returning chef testants come in. Not because it's a pandemic and they couldn't get judges who have other credits come in to do things, just because they want no other reason.
Yeah. It was a artistic choice. Remember Tom, he reached out and he said, listen, we decided this season it makes more sense rather than getting all these chefs that no one really, the audience has ever heard of. People are just confused when they come on the screen, and then we have to have the chefs explain who they are. We're not doing that. We're just going to show you people that you already know because they've been on Top Chef before.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem lazy to me, which is what I like.
All right, ready to jump back in?
Let's do it. Oh,
Welcome.
We're gonna drive in. That's gonna be fun.
You're short on sauces. Let's go.
Is that sweat or water?
A little bit of both.
Okay, let's pause that. I'm thinking that's what Restaurant Wars is gonna
What,
be.
the drive-in?
at a drive-in.
It's gonna be the
Okay,
drive-in.
so who was in that shot for the drive-in? Because we know they make it to Restaurant Wars then.
I don't want to go back because then we'll get lost where we
Okay, well,
are.
we can't go back.
Let's see. It looks
I'm
like
black, so I think black people are making it at least to the drive-in. So I'm okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it.
we see people dancing in the car. Love seeing that.
Yeah,
I really
they're having
hope
a good time.
I hope we get to see Gail, Padma, and Tom all in one car. They pull into the drive-thru and they're like, "Oh, look, there's a spot for us." Like there wasn't going to be a parking spot for them, like they do in Restaurant Wars. I wonder who's going to be front of house. If it's just like them on a microphone talking to the cars on their speakers, that would be great.
They're in like roller skates. And they have to, like,
Yes.
skate up to each one, and then someone like falls and drops
The whole tray of food.
The whole tray of food, all the
Yeah.
foie gras that they're
Yeah.
handing out to all these people.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I think you're right. I think that definitely is going to be Restaurant Wars. There's also, we have paused on what appears to be some kind of Zoom meeting with someone's therapist, I think. That's cool. Very topical. And
We're all
relatable.
doing that now. We're all doing Zoom therapy. It's just, it's also look how crappy. It looks like they're in a
Yeah,
restaurant.
it looks
I
like
guess.
they're
You
in
can
a
see
restaurant. There's a receipt machine and
a point
yeah.
of sale system. Yeah. It looks old. Look at the computer on the far left. It says 1.0. That's the first version of whatever this is.
This is like
1.0.
This
Come
is
on.
reminding me of when I worked at Ross and they had very old cashier machines, and then like 3 months before I left, they upgraded them all, and like everyone was losing their minds in how to make them work, and they were touchscreen.
People don't like change.
No.
I
and
do like
that's
that this
part of system
therapist-
development.
Yeah, Reeves knows that. Not to give anything away about Reeves' personal life. This this therapist has some apples behind her, and also I'm glad that they have covered up what this laptop is, because if they didn't, I wouldn't know
Yeah.
what it is. I
You
would know what
wouldn't
it
that
is,
it's a.
and then I might
yeah.
go buy one.
You have no idea what kind of laptop this is, obviously, with that silver.
No, I don't. I have no idea what this is. Silver background.
Same, like camera as everyone else's laptop that looks like that.
those like horrible flat keys. I don't know what laptop that could be. Those flat, they're called like butterfly keys, I think.
Great for the wrist.
Spacebar gets stuck all the time. I can't tell what this is.
Wrist. We won't say the name because we don't.
I get that they're doing this. There could have been a better way to do this. It's like popping open a laptop and like putting it next to the point of sale system. You couldn't have done anything better, like carted in a TV or just like showed them the laptop, but then made us think there was some other way to do it, like that it looked better than this. Like,
or
this
just
looks
got
like
an
crap.
HDMI cable and hooked up to a TV. Not.
Or just told that therapist to suck it up and not believe in COVID and go do
Yeah.
Top Chef.
Why did you just show up? Which I guarantee that's what Tom really wanted. He was like,
Suck it up.
Everyone needs to show up. No masks. Everyone show up.
I think Tom did say, "Look, we're doing the season. We're not doing masks. Let's go."
We introduced to Alice Waters.
Ciao ragazzi, buongiorno a tutti.
Welcome to Restaurant Wars. And they're so shaky.
Oh, well, let's stop it.
Wait.
So we were wrong. Reeves, who has seen this trailer
I've
a million
seen this
times.
And I listen, I think I need to see it 1,000,001 times to remember what Restaurant Wars was.
Said, welcome to Restaurant Wars. And they're not okay. People who maybe aren't watching this with us, they're not in a drive-through when they say that. They're just at a big table that's shaped like a U.
Yeah. Oops.
It's like a movie that you've seen a bunch, and you're like, "I know everything about this." Every time you watch it, something new. You're like, "Oh, I missed that last time."
Yeah, it's like here's the part where McLovin shows them the ID and goes, "Chicka chicka, yeah, fake ID," but it turns out it's actually the part where they talk about bringing lube to the party, and he makes fun of them for doing that.
Yeah, exactly that. Everyone understands
And
that.
that's all
reference.
Superbad.
Mm-hmm. Pineapple
Watch Superbad
Yeah,
100
watch
times.
Superbad 100
Okay.
times.
Like, and I was like, oh yeah.
Does anyone know what she just said?
Okay, we got to stop it again.
We're halfway through.
I actually don't think you can ask that after an Asian person speaks. I don't think you. I don't think you're allowed to ask.
Well, I think
Do
Padme
we know
can.
what she just said?
Padme's allowed to do that. If Tom had said that, big trouble,
Big
big
trouble.
no, don't do that.
Yeah. He goes to jail,
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Immediately.
Right.
He goes to a jail that is made for everyone. It's the same.
Someone's backtracking.
Mm-hmm. That's
So it looks like now they are in an apple orchard.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on apple orchards before we
I
maybe we can
like
skip
apple
through this and talk
orchards.
about
I've
it
got
first?
Good memories of apple orchards. There's an apple orchard in Virginia that does apple cider donuts. Maybe the best donuts, and they make them fresh right there. And they might be the
they're
best
so
donuts
good.
I've ever had in my life. So,
Reeves, any apple orchard stories?
No, I do want to point out that this has 233 likes and 11 dislikes. So 11 people watch this. And I was thinking maybe after we watch this next clip, we can go through and read the comments. That might be a fun thing to do.
Well, we should go through this fast then. Also, somehow this only has 20,000 views for being on the official Bravo YouTube channel.
well, it's season 18. A lot of people are watching Chop now.
The chaos of people running is insane.
Everybody's like,
That's much better.
Get inspired by this, because this inspired a world.
I'm almost in tears that Pan-African cuisine is being featured on such a platform.
It's like Mama makes it.
this was the first time I've had food that felt like home.
I've been locked up.
All right, can we stop? Let's pause there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so the black people were crying. My people were crying. I'm getting a little teared up. I'm looking at Reeves and Brian, and your eyes are completely dry, and that's kind of problematic. So I don't know why Pan-African food and like black people cuisine is not something that speaks to you and hits you and your emotional heartstrings, but I need you guys to be allies and not against us. All right.
You're right. We should
Yeah.
be more emotional about that. I do want to point out that I had Ethiopian food a couple of days ago, and it
Okay,
was
Brian,
great.
thank
I
you.
Oh,
don't
it's so
remember
good.
Brian,
crying,
was the last
though.
time you had Ethiopian food?
Not too long ago. It's one of those things that we order for like a special treat for ourselves. We'll get like the vegetarian feast for two and just like order extra injera and go insane. It's so
when
good.
Brian wants a treat,
And I'll
Brian
cry.
will only go and shop at black places when it's a treat for himself. So black people are serving him a
Uh-oh.
treat. That's good to know. All right, let's keep going with the trailer.
Well, let's quick on this place where we're paused. It's we see an arm tattoo here.
This has got to be an
yeah.
early episode then.
And she does look like she's picking up maybe
Yeah.
some carrots or something like that, probably because she's picking them up to take them home because she's just been
Yeah,
kicked off the show.
this can't be like a late episode. This has got to be. I'm packing my knives and leaving.
Please pack up your carrots and go. She has to go outside and pull
Bag
carrots.
of carrots.
She's also wearing a mask, which we like.
I mean, I like it.
She's outside.
It is good. I would like to see how they handle it in the show. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Let it out.
Pandemic has trashed our business. I will definitely take advantage of my opportunity on Top Chef.
Are you ready to change the world?
Yes, chef.
Important part is to feed the doctors, so I want to make some good food.
Here we go. Still warm.
Having this here at the hospital has really boosted folks' morale.
Your mole is delicious. I can't believe you did that so fast.
This could be one of the best collection of chefs we've had on the show in 18 seasons.
Great technique.
Okay, we got to pause after that.
What an
Couple
insult!
things
What
to
an
talk about
insult
there.
to every other season.
Couple things to talk about there. There is Tom saying this might be the best group of 18 chefs they've ever, or 15 chefs they've ever had in 18 years. Wow. And this on the season when they
weird.
invite back other chefs.
Yeah.
So that, I think that's a little subtle hint at maybe what he was talking about, because he says that and then it cuts to Melissa eating, who won last season. So maybe he was just talking about, he just saw all the alum who had won there and he was like, wow, this is the best collection of chefs, just because it was like all the people that had won before. But it wasn't actually talking to the contestants for this season.
Before that, oh boy, we got to do it. We're feeding first responders. We're feeding doctors. We're feeding nurses. You love to see it. You gotta see it. If Top Chef didn't do that, it would be a problem, I think, with this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the same first responders, I think, who went to the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl at home, and they invited 20,000 first responders and stuff. So they've had quite a good year, eating good, living good,
flying across the country from Portland to Tampa Bay. Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope that they describe the challenge as like, I'm a nurse. I don't have time to sit down and eat. I got to eat on the go. I need something that's ready for me and hot and good and filling. I need the nutrients and the carbs to keep me going. We'll get all of that. Like,
I actually think the challenge was the classic. Hospital food is notoriously terrible. So I think they're like, you need to revamp hospital food. What could it be? I think that's what the challenge is.
So you think that what they're going to do is they're going to lift up nurses and doctors, but shit all over people who cook in hospitals, who are also working during a pandemic and having to put their lives on the line. They're like, look, you guys are heroes, but you chefs, you've been fucking phoning it in for like 100 years now. You got to step
I think
it
they
up.
will. Yeah. I've never heard anyone say they love the food in the hospital.
That'll be fun. I would like if they do a shot of like someone like in, a bed or whatever, and they like reveal what they have to eat, and it's just like one tiny little scallop or whatever. And they're like, this is nice. This is good food. Just eat this scallop. And they're guys like, can I get some soup or something? Yeah.
One bite. You get one bite.
Yeah. They're like, well, we only had $500 at Whole Foods to spend. So we kind of have to ration it a little ways. So you guys just get these little tapas.
$500 at Whole Foods. What does that get you? A couple vegetables?
They also might get $15 and they have to shop in the hospital gift shop. So everything is like made out of Reese's cups and flowers.
Yeah. They're like slowly dicing the Reese's cups, like a little tiny thing. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad they did that. That's fun.
All right, let's keep going.
The amount of work that you put into your dish today, there's no way I would have attempted that. Wow. Sorry.
That guy licked the plate.
Go get it! Let's go! Scary. This competition will test you like nothing you've ever experienced in your career. Excuse me.
A lot of crying.
Pull that pen off.
You get 9 seconds.
When you get through this, you're going to be a much better cook. Trust me.
Nice.
Pack your knives.
You're not supposed to say
No, and just set them out on the table is what I was saying.
You gotta have a go back.
Wow, okay, we got to pause.
So cool. So they got Chris Kattan.
That
Chris
was the
Kattan
end.
is on it. That's pretty cool.
Chris Kattan and Maya Rudolph are there.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they got them on there. He's doing freaking Mango.
I'm sorry. I said Maya Rudolph. It was Sherry O'Terry and Chris Kattan. And Sherry O'Terry's doing Coffee Talk, which might also be Maya Rudolph now that I think about it.
Either way, they're the staples on Portlandia, and thank goodness they were there, because you can't have an episode in Portland. You can't be doing something big in Portland and not have Portlandia there.
Do you think that they do a cannabis challenge?
I think that might be too far for Bravo, right?
Possibly.
I don't know.
I mean, it's legal in so many places, but I feel like they would be like, we can't. This is, this isn't going to go over well in those flyover states. You know what I mean?
Who watches the show?
Mm-hmm. It's the target demographic. Then that's probably, you know what? Maybe they do that, and that's what those 11 dislikes.
Yeah,
of this
it's
video
11 Nielsen families.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the end of the trailer. I hope that was enjoyable. I actually had a lot of fun doing that. So that's all
Let's
that matters.
read a couple of comments.
Yeah, let's see if we
I
find
think
some
that'd
like
be
great
fun.
ones. Ooh, here we go. This is from Ava Lengreen, not Avril Lavigne. A black top chef? ? Lady, don't hold your breath. Oof. Thomas had several talented black chefs in his competition, including Nina Compton and Gregory Goudert, who we mentioned earlier. We love Gregory. We love Nina, too. Who I feel were robbed during their seasons, and still there's only one black top chef. It's scandalous on many levels, and then a bunch of straight face signs.
I'll field this one. Like I said earlier, everyone who's won a season of Top Chef earned it and deserved it, and there's never been anyone robbed. So this seems like a comment that's based more on emotion than fact. Because if you're good, you're win, and there's never a competition where someone who's lesser than wins a competition. It's always the best person who always wins ever. So you're wrong.
Yeah, I think so too. And I bet if we look at the replies, which I think this is one of the only comments that has replies.
Yep.
I bet people say the same thing.
Right. Don't get me started on Nina's season. That shit still pisses me off. Angry face.
Ugh, boy.
And one says, I
You're
feel
telling
like they should be more transparent when it comes to choosing the winner. In the Kelsey versus Sarah finale, they seem to like Sarah's food more, yet Kelsey won. I wish they explained why. And there's another comment under there that says, typical liberal ruining a good show.
Yeah.
Well,
ruining my show. I live in a flyover state. This is for me.
Liberal.
So it seems like that same person also made this comment that I've highlighted here. Reeves, do you want to read this one?
To be honest, I can barely see.
Oh, okay. I'll read it then. It's from Jay Jason. It's from 2 weeks ago, and they've edited it, so who knows what it said before this. Is there going to be an episode where the challenge is to feed the, quote, peaceful protesters that have turned Portland into a dump? So this is Donald Trump, right? This is Donald Trump's. Thank you, Tupac Count, right?
That rules. Yep. I mean, and that's got, does it have a like?
It has one
well?
like, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
And while I watch this, I'm going to dislike it.
And now you've sent a strong message to Jay Jason.
And that's from Pod Chef, Donald Trump. Don't make fake accounts and go comment on our beloved Top Chef talking about how Portland is a dump. It looked great.
So there is someone that asked a question about how they're going. I can read that one. How are they going to do restaurant wars in a pandemic? And I think, Brian, you should reply and explain based on what we have already figured out.
It's easy. A drive-up movie theater, idiot. Type in drive-in movie theater, idiot.
Yeah. I think you're replying to the wrong one.
My friends and family love that show. Drive-in movie theater, idiot.
Actually, reply to that one. Don't reply to the rest of the words.
All right, what do I say?
It's going to be a drive-in movie theater, dummy.
Yeah.
This is from my personal
account. Oh, man, they're going to track you down.
All right, I said it's going to be a drive-in movie theater. Didn't you watch the trailer?
Yeah.
And then Mark James
and then
like,
say,
huh?
JK, excited for the season. Who do you think is going to win? I hope Melissa wins again.
I never comment on shit like this.
I'm excited watching it because I've never done it either. But it is a fun pastime to watch, especially like basketball videos or whatever to watch the replies underneath always make me very excited because it'll be like something they do it in the flagrant ones a lot, but like something where it's like a Steph Curry video that's, you know, he's like scoring a lot or whatever, and someone's like, I think Steph Curry is the best player, something like that. And it's like, why would you write this? What? That's good. Well, we should monitor that
Hashtag
and see how it
Podchef. He
goes.
Good.
Hashtag Podchef
Good. Always
it.
advertising the podcast. Good.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we watched all of the trailer. That was a lot of fun.
How much time is left of this episode? I guess we could really quickly do
we
our
have time.
game.
Yeah, we have time. Jamal, you want to tell us what we're doing next?
All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pick our teams for the season. We're gonna do our draft of who we got for our Final Fantasy draft for the Top Chef season 18. That's what we're about to do.
So Jamal thinks he's getting first pick, but we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh,
which
so
I'm
white
gonna roll
people go
a
first?
20-sided. I'm gonna roll a 20. We have 2 out of 3 chances the white person
Jesus.
goes first.
I should get
We
two
have-
die. I should
okay.
get 2 chances and even enough.
I will let you pick what you want. I'm rolling a 20-sided dice. If it goes between, wait, how's this work? 1 and
Is this a D&D
Yeah,
dice?
It's a
It
D&D
is.
dice. So 1 and 10.
okay, between 1 and
Die.
7, between 8 and
And this is good math.
14 and 15 and 20. No, that's
Jesus
not
Nope,
fair.
that's it. Let's do it.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
I think Jamal said you want the 15 and 20. That's your
All right,
I
I'll
will
take-
take.
I'll
I will take between. I will take between this whatever the middle range is. I'll take that.
8
Yep,
and
8
15.
15. I'll take that.
Oh, so I'm 16 and 20. And then Reeves is 1 to 7.
1 to 7.
All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Everyone can hear it.
I do like my odds.
Oh, baby, it's a 19.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't show it to us. You just
Show it to
said
us to
what it
make
was.
sure.
I don't trust that. I can't even
Roll
see
again?
it.
I'll roll
I
again.
can't
Here we go.
see it.
All right, I'll roll again.
This works for me.
And it's a
Thank you. So
15.
that's me, and I'm
Okay.
going first, and that means I'm
That's
picking
Jamal.
my girl Jamie Tran. Let's go.
I guess I'll go second because I got robbed out of my first thing. So
That seems fair. Plus, I haven't thought about who I want yet. So,
All
right,
go
guys.
for it.
So I got Jamie Tran. That's my first pick. Are we doing a snake draft, or are we just doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Okay.
we'll do snake.
So Reeves, you pick twice when you go,
Okay.
and I'm going to fill this in for who our picks
So,
are.
yeah. So in Tom's initial rankings, which were my initial rankings, also I agreed with Tom. I thought Chris might be winning, but I barely saw Chris in that trailer. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Kiki.
Kiki.
I'm gonna go Kiki
Okay,
That's smart.
he's taking a black person.
for a little special treat for me.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay. Reeves, you're up.
Now
You
I
pick
get 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me my man Shota.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
And then I want Avishar.
Damn it!
Oh no!
That was my next
Yeah.
pick. Okay.
That was my next
Okay.
pick.
He's,
Oh
he's definitely making at
Yeah.
least the final 4, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
he looks like he knows what he
he
Go
for
ahead,
sure
go
is.
ahead, Brian.
Damn. Oh man, snake draft got me. I'm gonna take Gabrielle
Damn
Pascuzzi.
it! That was my next pick because Tom loves this guy.
He trained with Tom.
All right. Let's see here. Who's on the board here? Oh, I'm definitely not taking Maria because she's got the Tiffany headband, so that's a no. Shoda's gone. Gabrielle's gone. I got Jamie Tran, who's going to win the whole thing, anyways. I'm taking Chris Viad.
Okay.
I'm taking Chris
Okay.
Viad. I got Chris, my boy.
I think
Chris.
that's smart. And now you get another pick
And
too.
then- oh yeah, that's right. I got another pick. Oh, I love when this snake draft so far.
I don't get 2 picks ever. That sucks.
Yeah, well, should have picked better.
I was supposed to go first.
Oh boy, let's see here. I'm gonna take Gabe. I think
The top 4 is gone. Okay, you're taking Gabe.
I'm taking Gabe.
Gabe Irales.
Yeah, I'm taking Gabe.
Okay. My next pick is going to be. I'm going to go Nelson.
Nelson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's me. I'm
Yes.
going to go Maria.
Okay.
Okay.
She's a James Beard semifinalist. Come on.
Pick a second one.
I'm just looking through my notes here. Oh boy. Ugh. Oh wait, is he still on? No. Oh, Dawn. I'm gonna take Dawn, the former Olympian. Come on now.
Okay.
Okay.
My
Brian?
turn. I'm gonna go Brittany Anderson. I'm taking a Richmonder. The arm tattoo is not great. I saw her in the thing a little bit. She was crying at one point in the trailer, which is not good. Unless, of course, she was crying about the African food, which case is great, and I love that, and I support that. And I'm a huge ally.
I'm taking Roscoe, and I'm also taking Sarah Hammond.
All right, there are 2 people left. Let's see what our numbers are. How many people have? I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4.
You're about to have 5, and Reeves is about to have 5. So it's about to be
okay. Good. Okay, that's how it should work out because there's 15 contestants, 3 of us. Okay.
Yes.
Who's left? Byron Gomez and Sasha Grumman.
Mm-hmm.
Tom and I both had Byron higher ranked. I'm gonna go Byron Gomez.
Okay.
And Reeves, that means you have
Sasha.
So let's go over our teams so that everyone knows our teams, and then every week we will update our scores based on how the episode went. Again, we shared out how the scoring is going to go. We're not going to go over it now. We've gone long. This is it. So, Jamal, you went first. Why don't you tell us who your team is?
Okay, so my team.
And give your team a name. You can say it after you say the name, so you can get a feel for your team after you say who they are. You know what they are.
Okay, let me do that. So on my team right now, I've got Gabe Morales, Roscoe Hall, Sarah Hammond, Jamie Tran, and Chris Viad. And we are going to be called Team. Man, geez, let me say these names again: Chris Viad, Jamie Tran, Sarah Hammond, Roscoe Hall, Gabe Morales. We're going to be called the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I like that. Are you typing in or should I?
Got it.
All right, so this is Brian. My team is Brittany Anderson, Nelson German, Byron Gomez, and Gabrielle Pescuzzi. Pescuzzi. Let's see. BNBG. BNBG. Okay, and my team is Team Deathmatch.
Okay.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll do mine now. So I have Avishar, Dawn, Sasha, Maria, and Shota. And we're going to be the Damian Lillard's Wave You Goodbye.
That's a good name. And if we want to change our names at some point, that's fine too. We were put on the spot, so maybe something funnier happens. We want to change it based on something that happens in the show. Totally legal. That's legal.
Yeah, because maybe the show starts and we get a better feel for what our team name should be.
Yes. Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if like one of our teams was like actually a team on the show? How cool would that be?
That would be. You know what? It could happen.
Yeah.
That'd be something else. Yeah.
Okay. Jamal's doing a bunch of spreadsheeting right now. He's doing a bunch of equations and stuff in spreadsheets. Maybe I should wrap the show up, or does he still want to do it?
No, I'm ready to go. Guys, thank you. This was your third filler, but not really filler. I mean, you're getting some primo content here before we get ready to jump into the new season of Top Chef. But this is all it's going to conclude for episode number 3 of the Special Chefs episode of Pod Chef. So I think me and the best friends, you know what we're going to do? We're going to grab our knives and we're going to go.